Hello, everyone, to our Halloween one shot for this year. We are with the same group, the Ghosty Goos, as they have been traveling around since the events in uh, since the events of the last Halloween. They are currently a little short on cash due to traveling expenses, room and lodging, and the like. So when their ears picked up the interest of a local celebration in the uh, human and dwarven city of Lork. They thought that is a great opportunity for us. Let us go there. Uh, it took them several days from where they had started to get to Lork. It's a little bit removed of a town, closer to the edge of the Sword Coast. And let me flip you over to the map here.
Oh,
Closer to the edge, approximately right about here in the middle of the this mountain range, known as like the most populous city of this region. You all know that there's many engineers and architects that have moved into this city that has overflowing with wealth from their various gold and iron mines. Now, uh, due to the geographical location of this city, it is it is constantly uh, plagued by morning fog, casting the entire point in dreary tones. As you all walk through the very well made front gate, it is almost like stepping through a portal into another world compared to what you're all used to. Behind you were this rocky wilderness of these mountains, and on the inside, there's still stone. It seems to be their primary building material, but whereas everything on the outside was chaotic and mismatched, everything on the inside of this door is almost cut to shape to fit perfectly together. Very much an Art Deco type style that you would all see. And you can see people, mostly dwarves and humans. You do see some other races, not many, milling about uh, as you walk through this town. There are carts full of supplies moving in and out, ores and other types, and and you can't really get a good count of them, as this thick fog. It's like people will appear and disappear within roughly 15 feet of where you're standing. But what you can see over the fog is a large looming tower, almost like an obelisk, if it not for the clock face on one side. From where you can stand, it does not look like it is currently moving. What do you all do?
the clock face isn't moving.
Yes, it is not currently turning.
So, do we know what the clock is? It seems like in the thing you sent out that we already know what it is.
You
It's
know
the
that the clock tower is nearing completion,
mm-hmm.
and that there is going to be a celebration when it's finally done.
Yeah.
Uh, it seems that this clock tower is fairly famous, in fact, because it is such a grand structure compared to anything you all have seen before. For those of you that have visited large cities before, they do have white spire uh, branch branch universities in them. This is roughly the same height as one of those towers, except from what you know, the white spire was built by magic, and as far as you know, there wasn't any magic in this construction.
Do we have people walking around or anything?
Yes, through this dense fog, you see humans and dwarves mostly, with some other races. You can hear some bustling uh, further on beyond what your immediate sight is. Uh, from what you all know, you've approached from the northeastern side of town, and the clock tower seems to be more dead center.
Okay.
And, and people, it seems like a majority of people that are bringing stuff in to the town are heading towards the center.
Does anybody look like they're in charge or anything?
You do see some guards. They look to be wearing a kind of half plate. Uh, dwarf dwarves are most of them, but they that's what you can see right now.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna just walk up to one of them that looks like he might be in charge and say, "Hey, you, are you in charge?"
I'm gonna follow him and just kind of like be right behind him.
So who's asking? This
It is Vol the Blade. Don't you know me? Haven't you ever
No.
heard of me?
No, or it wouldn't be heard. Who's asking?
I'm a famous entertainer.
Oh, you're here for the celebration put on by Lord Van Tat.
Ah, that must be who I need to talk to.
He gestures generally in the direction of the clock tower. Just head that way. Follow the crowd. If you go past the giant tower, you went too far.
Okay, so that's where I will head.
I walk up to him and put my arm around his shoulder. You're really telling me you've never heard of him? He's truly famous around these lands.
No.
Really?
Yeah, he does. Look
Everyone's heard of him.
He does look a little uncomfortable with how close you are. He's like he starts to take your arm off.
While I've put my arm around him, getting this close, I use it as an attempt to pick in his pockets.
All right, go for it.
I'm like just kind of like standing there, arms crossed, glaring down at everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and after he attempts to pick his pocket, I'm going to look at Eric's character because I don't recall the name and say, "Name, just leave the poor man alone. Let's go find where the real money is."
I get a 14, by the way.
Yeah. Let me just look up a quick thing. I want to be impartial here. Yeah, you're good.
Eric, I also want to make it clear I wasn't glaring at you. I'm just glaring at everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to make that clear.
I insist after you see his performance, you too will know who he is, and you'll spread the word far and wide.
Well, if he puts on a good show, I guarantee it. But if you'll excuse me, I must be getting back to my rounds.
Okay. What did he have?
Looked like a couple of silver pieces, a paper saying, declaring he is an official guard of Lark. There is a name on it.
What was his name again? You said it was
Lord Van Tat is the one who's hosting the celebration.
No, the name of the guard.
No,
we didn't ask.
Yeah, you
what
don't
does it
know
say
his
on
name.
the paper?
You say that there is an Arid Ashield, official guard of Lark, signed Lord Van Tat.
I put it away in my pocket and yell behind, "I wish you the best, Aaron."
It's Arid.
Aaron?
And then he was like, wait.
I would have read it, so I wouldn't know what it was.
No. He's just confused. He's like, did I tell him my name? So you all keep walking off into the fog. Your hyena is sniffing the air. And
Mhm.
for all of you that are a bit more perceptive, you can definitely smell it. There is a heavy smell of when you work in a metal shop, you know how the aerosolized metal pieces smell.
So, quick question: would any of our party look particularly like a guard?
None of you
Like a
are
cop.
none of you are dwarves, but
None of us
uh,
are dwarves. Everyone here's
Rubina
a dwarf.
Rubina is a half elf, right?
Yeah. No, full elf.
Full elf, and Advaris is a human.
No, high elf.
Oh, okay.
What?
So the only human in here is Simon.
So, is everyone in this town? Is this
Ah.
predominantly dwarves?
I'm also a high elf.
Predominantly human and dwarf. It's like definitely skewing towards dwarf.
Anyone here wearing basic armor that would look like a cop?
I
You
mean,
gotta-
I look like a bodyguard.
You wouldn't have the half plate that these people are wearing.
No. Nobody's here wearing like a medium or heavy armor.
No.
Well, I had scale mail.
Looking around, it seems that most of the patrolling guard are wearing half plate.
No.
It's like heavy, like light enough to move, but definitely heavy armor for guards to be equipped with.
None of you look like cops, so I guess I'll keep this.
But yeah, as you keep walking, and this early morning, the fog is still swirling around you. The sun has not quite yet peaked over the top of the mountains to shine down on the valley that you all are in. And the instructions were pretty easy. So you arrive at the town square for Lork. It's directly in front of the giant clock tower, dwarfing all of the buildings around it. And it seems like the square was almost built as you would say like a place of worship to this clock tower, just because of how the square is almost orientated to look at it. There are through the fog you can make out like vendor stalls and stuff like that. And another thing that you've noticed is that there's generally a bit of like everyone is a bit grim faced. Rubina is fitting in very well.
They're all grim faced.
You know, no one's like, walking around with a smile on their face, happy go lucky days.
Shouldn't this be a
Oh,
day
I
of
thought this
celebration?
was a festival. I thought people would be happy.
Well,
What
not
did you
yet.
say, Laura?
Shouldn't this be a day of celebration, like Rabena says?
Hmm.
Somebody's celebrating.
Hmm.
Do we see where this Lord, whatever is?
Yes, there is definitely someone who looks to be in charge. There is a dwarf with white hair, a large extended belly. All done. But not a full beard, actually. He just keeps it like kept in like to my length, right around here. But his on his chin, I guess you would call it a goatee, extends down to roughly about here. So draping over his stomach.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to him, and I will bow towards him. Say, "Your Lord, I am here for your entertainment pleasure for this event that you have happening." And then I'll put my hand behind his ear and use minor illusion to form a small ball and pose. What do you have here, my lord? It's a small lit ball, and I'll say that's okay. I've got this, and then have it disappear like an illusion.
He laughs. He seems to be the one joyful person you all have encountered so far. Oh, it's excellent. It's you said your name was Vol, was it? It's a pleasure to have you here in my city.
My lord, we must discuss payment terms before this, but I can guarantee an amazing event.
Is he kind of kept away from everyone?
No,
Like, is
he's
he like in a crowd, or is he like on a throne? Or
no, he's definitely not on a throne. He was more of in the center of town, watching everyone else work, uh, as they set up their vendor stalls and all that stuff.
okay, so he's
And
just on
and
the
there
floor
is a
around.
roped off area that you would assume would be the place for performances.
As a like, now that we're kind of in this area, I'll turn over to what was her name again? Xena.
Rubina.
Yeah, that. I forgot my own hyena's name. And
Thea.
I'll, huh? Oh, Thea. That's right. And I'll say, I couldn't tell if we're going to a festival or a funeral.
You say that to Thea?
Yep.
Robina-
I don't have
Go ahead.
I don't have that hyena clip pulled up this time.
Oh, good.
Robina will pipe up to you guys. With my clan, it is both.
Who did you say that to?
To Chris's character,
Okay. Advaris.
Advaris.
So, do we know the Lord's name yet? Right,
Van Tat.
Van Tat. Okay.
Lord Van Tat.
So, Lord Van Tat, do you by chance take in any game of drinking? This is a festival, after all. I assume there will be plenty of drinking.
Oh, there will be plenty of drinking, plenty of shows. Probably finally put a smile on this town.
I don't know if all the alcohol in the world will put a smile on any of these people's faces.
Oh, stop being so dramatic. You know that we will.
I said alcohol. I didn't say anything about us.
Will you be partaking in the festivities too, my lord?
Oh well, once the clock strikes 12 and once it reaches high noon, we'll begin our celebrations, of course, and I'll partake a bit. Can't get too crazy now.
Oh, well, the festivities don't like happen that often, my lord. You must surely indulge a bit.
Ha! I indulge all the time as he slaps his big belly.
I bet you can't hold your beer quite as well as us.
My
Oh,
eyebrow.
now stop bragging. We know you can drink a drunken sailor under the table.
While they're having this conversation with them, I'll pull back a little bit and I'll bring in Laura's character and the hyena close to me in a whisper.
Uh-huh.
And I'll say, I imagine this is the guy building that tower, and it's pretty big. And where I come from, oftentimes when people build something this big, they're overcompensating for something.
Truly, my lord has grown too comfortable that he could ever keep up with the drink of the common man.
Well, we'll just have to see. We have to make sure that the festival kicks off with a start. And if I find you, we'll meet at the bar.
I'll hold you to it.
Okay, my lord, we need to start talking about payment again.
Ah, so serious. All right. It's like he walks over to one of the more stern looking people in the crowd. It's a skinny human man with like a pointed chin and hair that drapes down to his point. He's like, it's like, Bodhi. He says like, "Get down here." It's like, and he leans down. It's like, we have just had a new entertainer arrive, and they are seeking a contract for a performance. It's like, Bodhi's like, Yes, my lord. And you see him reach into like a leather satchel beside him, and as he pulls out, and it's like there are stacks like of paper that have just been rolled up in possibly small in there. As he pulls one out, he slides off the ribbon and he unrolls it, and it seems it shouldn't be this big. It's like, here's a standard contract for entertainment in the town. We will agree to pay you the sum of 100 gold pieces for the for a successful uh, for a successful entertainment of the crown at 8 o'clock.
But I thought the festivities started at noon.
Well, you're not the first one to show up.
But I'm the only one that matters.
I
Yeah.
look at him and say, now, wait a minute. That may not be a bad slot. That's 8 hours in. That's a lot of alcohol to be had. A lot of easy money to be made with tips.
Lord Mentat waggles his fingers like, ah ha ha, you're smart, Mr. High Elf.
Now, Lord, my Lord, I come trying to appear very chummy to him. I set my arm around his back, trying to take him with me. I'm
He's
trying
definitely
to gesture. See, clearly you and I have a disagreement about drinking. How about we settle it, and the winner can decide when he'll go live in performance. If I win, he could be first on your performers. If not, we can go whenever you'd like.
Make a charisma persuasion check.
Unless my lord is too afraid.
Well, before you start your drinking contest, I want to grab the copy of the contract. I'll hand it to Rubina and say, Rubina, you need to go over this contract with a fine-tooth comb.
Okay.
So,
I immediately, as soon as he says that, I pull out a brush from my back pocket.
Hyena laughs. He seems like he's receptive to what you said, and he kind of looks towards Bodhi, and Bodhi says, "Sir, we can't do that to the other people. They have already signed the contract."
He's the Lord. I think he has the ability to do as he pleases.
By the way, Rubina, as you look through it, it seems to be a very standard. It's a play no pay kind of contract. It's like if you don't perform for any reason, you don't get paid.
Okay.
And then I tell Rubina, I said, if it's a standard contract and you think the price is right, go ahead and sign it for us.
Does it say does the contract mention anywhere that the time that you're given is locked in?
Yes, it's like it has to be certified. It's like as part of the schedule, because like if you don't perform at your time, then they can't say that you actually performed.
Okay, I will point that out to Vol and point at Eric's character.
Well, then we start at the beginning and perform at 8 as well.
Haha, 2 shows. See, he's spoke, my lord. He's willing to entertain you twice. I bet even at the same price.
But sir, we cannot do that.
I don't see why the Lord can't do as he wishes.
I'll go ahead and sign the contract.
It's like the Bodhi takes it with his like long narrow fingers and like magically kind of wraps it up smaller and smaller and smaller until it like can tie it with a ribbon and fit it in his satchel. I'm sorry, dear boy, but it's rules are rules.
I
It's
didn't
like
think
that-
the Lord would be afraid of a challenge.
I'm not afraid of a challenge. I'll meet
You're
you.
afraid of a wager then?
We'll wager something else. I don't want to step on anyone's toes. It's like we can't go around breaking contracts now, can
What
we?
if he performed before the festivities started? Say at 11:30, or he performed right up to the magical moment. That wouldn't push anyone back. He could be the kickoff.
If you want to perform in the street at any time, that's fine. But the performance area is locked into a contract. I'm sorry.
But nobody performs until noon, correct?
I'll be setting up in there.
So he'll just set up early.
Look, I'm sorry, but I must see to the other things now.
Let's just perform on the street, hype up our performance later.
What
Well-
is Eric's character?
Simon?
Simon.
Okay. Simon, let's not worry. We'll have our time, and yeah.
Oh well, they'll regret that they didn't get to see you twice.
We know they will, but it's not worth an argument. We can eat and drink until that time, and make fun of the other acts.
Fair enough, but I still hold my lord to his drinking contest.
And I will see you there.
All right. Walking away said, "Of course, I tried to pickpocket."
All right, try to pickpocket.
22.
Yeah, he doesn't pick up on you either.
Nice. Just walking away. What do I grab?
It's, instead of silver coins, there's some gold coins. More papers. They look like they're crumpled up versions of the contracts. Obviously someone gave them to him and he didn't really care for it, so he just kind of haphazardly stuffed them in his pocket.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah. As you all have been talking, the sun has been rising and the fog has been drifting away, and now you can see more of the town. It's like not only are the streets like cut to shape so that way they fit together without any mortar. The houses are like this too, and you see on the other end of the square there's a bronze fountain that is actually has water pouring out over it. There is a dwarf. What is that music?
Oh, it's Quinn. Do you need it to stop?
No, it's okay. It was confusing me.
That's fair.
Um,
I want to create a minor illusion with fish coming out of the fountain.
Oh, I like that.
Rubina's secret soft spot.
Fish.
But yeah, it is a statue of a dwarf that he looks like he's holding a pair of tongs and a hammer in one hand, and he's working at an anvil. And as he has his hammer raised up high, there's the water's actually flowing out from his hand and it drapes his entire body.
Cool.
Yeah, and then there you see little colorful fish. There's a purple one, a yellow. It's just swimming around.
Oh,
There's a small human child that also sees the fish. He's like, oh. Yeah. And it appears that this is not the only place where there's this decoration. As the sun keeps rising and you keep exploring this town, there are more statues, some carved of solid stone. There's beautiful archways. It's it looks like this city has really prided itself on its architecture, with this clock tower being its largest attempt. The clock is ticks. Not actually, it hasn't started yet. As you and again, as the sun cleared away, you could actually see the clock face clearer now. There is a giant face. It looks like it's 1 minute away from noon. It's and it's been that way for the past few hours.
Oh, no wonder it's going to start at noon.
Yeah, and on top there's a ring with 2 doors on the side.
I guess we wait.
Yeah.
Enjoy festivities. And...
I want to make sure that I am there at when it starts.
Okay. Does anyone want to get any supplies?
Mm,
Do we need
do
any?
you have any
Well,
supplies I would need?
Okay.
I don't perform.
Neither do I.
Well, you pick the crowd, and then
I do indeed pick the crowd.
yeah,
I'm
Because
just a bodyguard.
because wasn't Rubina basically bodyguard?
bodyguard and fire control.
Well, I give Rubina the guard paperwork just in case you need this for whatever reason.
Look at it. All right. Can do.
Just in case.
Yeah, and again, as you all are waiting around, every single person who you look at, with the exception of Lord Van Tat, has this grim expression on their face.
And it doesn't get.
It gets a little better as the sun rises, but ultimately, you could find more cheer in a graveyard.
Don't get why there's so much.
And,
Why there's so much sadness around here?
and what time
How
is
do
it?
we?
Well, according to the clock face, it's 11:59, but you all know that it's like about an hour till noon.
Okay. I'm gonna spend that hour kind of going through the crowd, going to little kids, and doing little magic tricks,
Oh, and they love it.
trying to lighten the mood up.
Yeah, it looks like for everyone under the age of 10 is very receptive to what you're doing. Everyone else is just not into it.
Well, while he's doing that, I snoop around and just attempt to eavesdrop on people.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Who?
The eavesdropper.
Nat 20.
You hear lots of grumblings from people, especially because whenever you come close, they clam up, and then once you realize this, you can become a lot sneakier about moving around and people and making sure that they don't notice you yet. There's a lot of grumblings of like yes, vanity project, never should have done it, terrible accident,
Oh, boy.
too many lives. It's like
Interesting.
overstuffed oil.
Overstuffed oil. What's that mean?
You, judging by the context, you would think they were talking about Lord Van Tat.
Oh. Not a popular man. Interesting.
You don't need popularity when you have if you're actual royalty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we're supposed to make money from this crowd.
There's even more grumblings that you hear. Simon is like, there's just too many. It's like there've been a crash of crimes. It's like, did you hear about what happened to Arid?
Arid?
Yeah.
The guard that you pickpocketed.
Yeah, pickpocketed just this morning, lost his papers. It's like, well, you got better off than Rubitar. It's like he was attacked in a back alley. It's like they say he'll be mending for about a month. It's like you could hardly recognize his face.
Ouch.
Yeah, and that's the general thing that you've been hearing, Simon. It's like you get the suspicion that this is not a popular festival. It's like it was poorly timed, and for some reason that the people did not want to do it.
Man, these people just don't know how to have a good time after wasting all their money on vanity projects. Like a giant clock. You gotta enjoy the little things.
Yeah. And then we'll say that you all meet up like 5 minutes before noon. Oh no, Chris left.
Oh, Chris is gone.
So what do you all do? You're now back in the square. There is a gathering of people, humans and dwarves, all grim-faced. You know, obviously people of the town. And there, Val. There's across the square. You see clearly other performers. Uh, you know, there's a troop of high elves that look like they're going to be performing like a magic show, and you actually recognize from what was the name of that place for the last one shot?
I don't know.
Nope.
You
It's
recognize the strongman Otto.
Ah.
Yeah. The goat-haired boy or the goat boy. You know, they're also a troop that has come here.
But they
Oh.
beat us here.
Yep.
We shouldn't have drunk so late last night.
Well, it was all Simon's fault. You know that.
Hey, the drinking paid for itself.
Well, it's a good thing because we wouldn't have been able to pay your bar tab if you wouldn't have won.
Oh, I paid my tab over multiple times from the donation of strangers.
As
Yeah.
you all
Yeah, you and Robin Hood.
I don't think I'm familiar with Robin Hood. Who is that?
It's an old fairy tale.
We tell that tale in my clan.
I think you're confused with a Robin Hood.
Eric is making a inside joke to me because he played a character named Robin Hood.
Good times.
One of these days, you all will have to tell me that story.
Depending on what's
Nothing more
going
than I
on.
just played a character named Robin Hood. I don't even remember which campaign it was, to be honest.
It was the Dragon Horde campaign.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
good times.
That one had my favorite ending because I managed to make everybody mad, but it was in character.
Nice.
I thought we just made Britain mad.
We made everybody mad. I especially
yeah.
made Dodd mad.
Okay, this is another story. This is sidetrack.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, so long as nothing big's going on, Robana will turn to. Can you say your name again? Because my brain thinks Zaris.
Avaris.
Avaris.
I'm not very creative with names, so
That's
Zaris
okay.
and Avaris kind of rhymed, and I went with it.
That's okay. And explain to him Robin Hood.
Huh. Well, that is
Yeah.
quite an interesting tale. And you said that he wore green.
Yes, and a feather in his cap.
Huh. I turn over to Xena and I say, how would you like it if I changed your name to Little John?
She cocks her ears like, Xena?
Or whatever her name is.
The rapper.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, it's Lil
Thea.
Jon now. Yeah.
Gee,
I want to make sure to write that down now.
Little John.
Yeah. So, as you all are talking back and forth about the history of John, the sun has reached its highest point, shining directly down on the town in this valley. The fog is mostly dissipated completely away, and you can see completely around. This town actually isn't that large. It just appears to be. It's just because of the fog that it actually makes it seem larger than it is. Everything is kind of grouped close together, but in the full sunlight, the architecture is beautiful. You see Lord Van Tat stand in front of the performance circle. It's like, hello, everyone. It's like I welcome all of our great citizens and performers here today as we commission our greatest project, our wonderful clock tower. And there's some scattered clapping. The skinny man who you saw earlier is one of the people clapping, but most of the people don't raise their hands.
I clap enthusiastically.
I want to go ahead and use my what is it, thaumaturgy, to make a clapping sound. But it's so obvious that nobody's like clapping.
Yeah.
But it sounds like a clap.
It's like a
track.
clap track.
Yeah.
Yes.
I clap enthusiastically. I hoop and holler too. Like I'm
You
like
get-
really into it.
You get a bunch of dirty looks
And
from.
so
Like,
the
it's awkward
audience-
as hell, but I'm just really eating it up.
But the audience is looking around like, where's all the clapping
Yeah.
coming from?
Simon is being very obvious, so he gets some glares.
Fair enough.
Yeah, love to see that enthusiasm. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't stop. I keep going. It just keeps going.
It's like, sir, settle down.
Yeah. Okay.
Now I'm just thinking Helsinger Bridge, but whatever.
Woo.
Hans, bring it down.
Yeah.
And then you all it's like, and if I can direct your attention, please, to the tower as we begin a step forward into a new age where we're on time. It's like you can tell that he was like pausing, expecting that to be a joke that landed. And again, not a lot of people move.
I gotta say, like
Yeah.
a low whisper, but not like a super quiet whisper. Was time really an issue? Is that why they went through all this trouble?
I laugh aggressively at the humor.
He turns around awkwardly and like directs you all to point up as you the clock tower clicks into high noon, and you see the two doors open up, and it looks like as they come around, there was supposed to be two figures that were meant to come out, one holding a bell, another holding a hammer. But when you look at the bell, it seems off. It's hard to tell because it's so high up, but it's like oddly shaped.
Oddly shaped.
Yep. You all continue to watch as like it gets closer and closer. You see the bell kind of looks like it's moving.
Is it falling?
No, it's like it's wiggling around in its joint.
Is it ringing?
It's not ringing yet. The two figures get close together, and you hear a loud. There's the first bong that emanates from the clock tower, and at the same time, the hammer figure raises back and strikes at the bell, and you all hear a ah! There's
What?
a second. The hammer draws back again. You hear another deep resonating bong and another scream as a hammer strikes the bell.
Someone is in there.
And this continues
12.
for the third, the fourth, the fifth time. People are looking around very confused at it. And it's on the sixth bong that it strikes, and it's the bell that was hanging from one of the figures on the left side drops, and it hits the ground beneath it, and you see it. It's hard to tell. It rolls a little bit, and you see it start to fall off the platform.
Can I attempt to try and catch it with a spell?
How big is it?
Well, hold on. Seventh bong. The hammer pulls back and swings. It just misses emptily as the bell, what you thought was the bell, continues to fall down the tower, what spell are you going to try and use? Is it a reaction?
No, it's not. But I didn't know if I would be able to have enough time, depending on how far this thing has to fall.
Yeah, it's going to happen in one round before it hits the ground. And so you're not going to have, unless it's a reaction,
It's not.
you're not going to have enough time.
Okay.
Yeah. Getting closer and closer to the ground, you see what looks like definitely a humanoid figure with their arms splayed out. You see like blood coming off of their face and arms as they're spiraling down, and then they hit the ground with a heavy crashing thud sound. And then the clock continues. 8. Bong.
You say them as in like multiple people that were in the bell, or
One person, you don't know who
Unidentified gender.
yeah.
Huh.
I'm gonna mutter to like my crew. We're not getting any tips tonight.
He really knows how to kill a mood.
9 swing. Bong. 10. Bong.
How's it making a noise if there's nothing to hit?
There's a heavy bell inside
Okay.
the tower.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it looks like the one up top was meant for decoration.
Okay.
11, 12, the figures retract.
Oh,
Everyone was in stunned silence.
I think he got his bell rung.
Thea laughs.
That was good. I immediately start jotting that down.
well, after it's done, because I'm assuming everybody's kind of in shocked silence,
Uh-huh.
I will casually stroll up there and just check to see if that person's alive.
It's a hard no.
Yeah.
I don't know. He might make it. He might make it through it.
I mean, they could be broken.
So it's very hard for you to tell what kind of person this was, judging by the ripped and torn, blood-splattered clothes. That you would assume it was a woman.
Quick,
Well,
start chest compressions.
I turned to Lord Fantat, and because he's compensating, and ask him, say, I guess this is one of your people.
He's blinking slowly, and then someone screams, cutting the silence. Everyone panics. Van Tat, gets shaken from it. Everyone's running. People are pushing. You all have to fight not to be trampled over.
Quick,
Well, I'm-
get to the stage and perform
I'm
for
up
the
next.
contract.
I'm up next to the clock tower, so I don't have to worry too much about that.
I have to perform
Get to the stage.
at 8.
Yeah, it's at 8.
Oh,
Yeah. Once the majority of the crowd scatters, what's left is Lord Van Tat, the skinny man, a couple of guards, and a couple of other citizens who are being looky loos. Van Tat is like, surround, cordon that off. Ow, sorry.
a little late for that.
Yeah. And the guards immediately storm past Yuval and hide the body under a vendor's tarp. It's like Van Tat is visibly shaken. I wasn't supposed to go that way.
Well, it did.
Really? I thought this was intentional.
And how was it supposed to go?
This wasn't part of the show?
Why was this person up here to begin with?
He wanted a good view.
He's just sitting there stunned.
Well, no need to let one Debbie Downer cause everyone not to have a good time.
Look,
Oh, was that her name?
you all are sick. It's like it
You
goes.
act like this is the first person who's died.
He looks down.
I mean, come on, Lord.
He
How
looked-
many people have died on this project? This is just another one.
You're sick.
Hey, who built the clock tower that just killed someone? Who's the sick one? here?
He turns away from Simon and starts talking to his guards. He doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
Well, I don't have a,
That's absolutely fair.
I don't have a clock tower that killed someone.
So what do you all do now? It's the guards have surrounded the body and covered it. Van Tat looks like he's again shaking, talking to people, and then like the looky loos are mostly like other performers that are just kind of like, what does that mean?
I go up to him and I say, "Pardon me," and not meaning to sound rude, but I vaguely recall us hearing some people mumbling about accidents that had occurred in the past. Is that true,
Who are you talking about?
the Lord?
Look, I don't want to talk to your troop, and it's like I need to handle this. It's just if you could go away, that would be very helpful. It goes without saying the festival is on pause, and
Understandable.
I look at
I know
you.
It's very easy to
I look-
judge a book by its cover.
I look at Ian's character. Like, you still got the contract, right?
Oh, absolutely. You do understand, Lord, that we will be here performing at 8 per our contract.
if there's no festival, I'm not paying you.
Contract
Look-
says.
Look right there.
Pay
If you
for
do not
play.
perform for any reason, as in no festival,
Oh,
It
we'll
does not
perform.
say-
We're still here performing.
The contract does not state anything about no festival if
He-
we perform at 8.
he flips it over. It's like caveat in tiny, tiny scroll.
Okay.
I look at, like, I missed that.
We'll be here to perform at 8:00. Who, if anyone will be here to watch, that's another matter. But we're
Lord,
here
oh
to
Lord.
perform at 8:00. As agreed.
Can, do you need help trying to find out the problems for this town? We have been known to be of assistance in other places.
He looks around at all of you. It's like you
Before he
do-
says anything, I say, Lord, I know it is easy to judge a book by its cover, and we may not have given you the best first impression, but what my companion says is quite true. We actually have a varying wide amount of skill sets, from entertainment to things that can be used in the field.
Like zombie repellent.
And I kind of show my quiver and longbow, and I say, we don't carry weapons just for show and fun.
And I'll take out my 2 rapiers and start juggling.
Look, if you can help the guards, that's great. That would definitely help the festival get back on track. But right now, unless you can help me here, go away.
I want to go look at the body. Does it look tied up or anything?
It's mostly hidden by a sheet, so make a perception check.
I'm not going to be good at that.
Well, my lord, let us help you here then. Rubina, check the body.
Dang, natural 20, by the way.
Okay, so
For a total of 25.
damn, what was? Okay, so Rubina, you were able to tell that this figure, judging by the clothes, was definitely female. She was wearing a dress. She was humanoid, human, judging by her height, and her wrists appeared to be bound with some kind of mechanical handcuffs. It looks like, from what you could see, there was some kind of release.
Huh.
And I'll look at Simon, or if she relays that, I will say, I'll look at Simon and say, Simon, get me those handcuffs.
The
No,
the
no.
guard says, "Hold on." It's like you can't be removing evidence.
We're helping you, and I'll look at the Lord. Aren't we, my Lord?
I don't need to remove the evidence. What kind of handcuffs do the guards carry on them?
Well, that's
So
why we're
they're-
going to get him off and ask.
So when you ask that question, the guard, he shows it's a pair of manacles. It's similar, but it seems like there was a quick release pen attached to this new pair of handcuffs. So it's like
Okay.
definitely better made.
Okay.
Better made with a quick release that the person would be hanging like this. So when you pull that quick release, they drop.
I think we should go look up at the bell.
I think you're right. I turn to one of the guards that is close by but doesn't appear to be occupied and say, how do we access the inside of the clock tower?
He looks over to the skinny man. So ask him. He was the junior architect.
Very well. So I go over to him and I say, hey, we're trying to help out with what's going on here. Can you show us how to access the tower? And do you mind walking with us inside so we can ask some questions?
It's like he's dotting his head with a handkerchief. Okay. Yeah. I can help. Yes. Yes.
Who's the senior architect?
For the people that can hear you ask that, they kind of that grim face definitely returns.
Harsh. Good to know.
Yeah. Well, he looks around. Here, I'll show you. It's like he walks you into the base of the clock tower, and like it's through a door, and immediately you're confronted by this sound because you notice like as you walk through this door, the walls that support it are quite thick. Again, same construction. All of these stones were cut to fit perfectly into place, almost with like locking edges. On the inside, you see, you look up and there's a mass of connected, gears and counterweights and stuff. You all don't understand it uh, immediately offhand. It would take an intelligence check to really get it, but as you look up, it's like the intricate tower of gears. It makes it very hard to look beyond what your current floor is. There are a set of stairs that lead up and around.
I turn to the junior architect and I tell him kind of the same thing I told the Lord earlier. We heard some people say that they weren't too fond of this tower being made and mention something about multiple accidents. Can you tell us anything about that?
One was the senior architect.
Mr. Van Dyne was the senior architect. Haitian Van Dyne. He was involved in an accident.
Did it involve a fall from heights?
No, it was more of a crushing.
Oh, something else fell from heights.
I'm going to stay down with the body, though, and try and see if I can see anything while they go up.
The body looks like it was bludgeoned in several times before being bludgeoned one final time. The what else are you exactly looking for? Because like the guards aren't too keen on you getting very close.
I, I'm more likely using it as an excuse for not having to go up to look at the bell. I will let
Okay.
my people go up and do it,
Okay.
whereas I'm supervising from down below.
All right. As you all are continuing up the stairs, do you have any more questions for Bodhi as you climb these stairs? Guess not.
I don't know.
Do
Bodhi.
you know of anybody who was absolutely against the creation of this tower?
Oh, just about half the town. You know,
And why is that?
well, it was Lord Van Tat's idea. He thought, it would reinvigorate the town's economy and give us something to do, a point of pride. But there was the first accident, and then the second one that took Mr. Van Dyne. It's like it was a bloody mess.
Who had access to the tower?
As he's talking about Mr. Van Dyne, he looks like he's stifling a vomit.
What happened to him?
Who would have had access to the tower?
Is people that were working on it.
Well,
I don't want to share the gruesome details, but
of who was working on
what happened to Mr.
I asked.
the guy who got crushed, or
We only found his legs.
yeah. Oh, wonder what happened to the rest.
I can imagine.
What's his name, Matt? A man with no arms, no legs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, his first name was Haitian. And you continue to climb up the tower. Where's the technician? Oh, hold on. It's like he's trying to compose himself and catch his breath because the rest of you are pretty fit, but this guy is not. As you climb the tower, and as you keep climbing up and up, you notice that there's a bit of dark ichor that is going around the edge of one of the clock tower gears.
I'm gonna dab at it if I can reach it.
It's like he says, "Be careful, be careful."
Sorry.
Yeah, I should give a minus. I give a negative for that. You touch it, you pull it away. It's like in the dark, because this tower is mostly sealed off from natural light. It is a bit hard to see, but when you twill it in your fingers, it's like, oh, that's blood.
Who else should be in this tower?
The technician. It's like he charges up the stairs a bit more.
What's their name? What gender are they? You don't know.
Oh, no, sorry. My asthma. Here, let me pull out my list of names. Well, his name's Donovan.
Okay, not the person who fell. Something bad might have also happened to Donovan.
Yeah, and as you ascend one more step, you find what is left of Donovan. His feet, his legs, his chest, his arms, his hands, but not much else.
Cool.
He pukes and he goes down to the bottom of the tower.
Oh,
You act like this
He
is the
just
first
leaves.
dead person you've seen.
You're sick.
I pat him on the back. There's no shame in puking.
Yeah.
I get down.
Yeah.
Do I see any like sign of death, stab wounds, or is it bludgeoning, crushing, anything like that?
All across his body, there are definitely signs of beating. very like rectangular shapes at the points of contact, like like it was hit with a hard bludgeoned object, a hard edge, a bludgeoning object with a hard flat edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
sounds like
a-
it happened multiple times.
Yeah,
Like a gear.
like if I was to hit somebody hard enough and this was like made of steel, like that kind of bruise, like that's the kind of edge you're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but the head is looks like it's gone, and judging by the ichor based on like the two gears up here, you can assume where it is.
Ew.
So this person has killed multiple times, but I'm not entirely sure who would not want this tower up enough that they would kill multiple people. Or it could just be that this is a person killing for fun, and this provided a great opportunity for him.
I don't know. And let's just go on without. I can't.
Yeah, you go on downstairs, bud. Let the guard know what you find up here, and so that way they'll send somebody up also to kind of continue to investigate the area. I'm going to go ahead and look around and see if I notice anything particular.
You
Anything that
notice
stands out.
you notice that there are scuff marks on various points of the wall and gears. It looks like there was a point that went and then chip.
Do
It's
I
like-
see? Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's very odd place because like there's two of them and they're always spaced roughly the same distance apart. It looks like something jabbed into the rock and then ripped.
Okay.
And
So
as
they
you
got jabbed in and ripped.
as you go up the tower, you keep finding these places, mostly like from wall to wall. And there's a couple of places on the gears where you'll also see scuffs.
Man, I hate to be the guy who has to clean this.
Yeah, and once you get to the top, you see the giant bell that was making the huge booms, and like the massive swinging hammer. And you actually find yet one more corpse. It looks like this person was attached to the hammer portion, but but on the back end, because as it would hit the bell and then move backwards, it would crush them against the ceiling.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a bit of a goopy mess on the back of that.
Yeah. Does this person have a recognizable face?
Nope. Turn to puree.
That's gonna
So
make this even harder.
we don't know who this is.
I don't think
Yep.
we know
No.
who any of the bodies are.
I can't tell if they're doing this because of the clock tower, or they just want to do this, or if they have malice against these people.
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and examine this person's body. Do they have any discerning marks, tattoos, maybe a bracelet or a coin with a specific emblem, anything like that?
It looks like this person was also beaten, just like the Donovan downstairs.
Why the beatings?
Does it look like it's like the exact same, or
Yes, like the same weapon was used.
Does it look like anything might be out of place or left behind, like in their pockets or something?
They've got all their money. They've
Nothing taken, nothing left.
not that you can tell.
And okay.
Are they manacled?
They were more of chained to this the hammer,
Okay.
but you do see like, judging like how you looked at the quick release, the chains are of a similar make.
Okay.
This is very peculiar.
Yeah, and when you get to the final top of the tower, you get into the room. The gears are that would you can see where like the clutch mechanism that engages the the walkways that go around for the two figures. Still on top of the the bell carrying one, you see that the bell has been placed off to the side, and that the quick release mechanism, the other half is in the bell carrying one, and you actually see a long bit of wire that that would be there used for the quick release.
So we need to find somebody who's particularly good with mechanics like this and holds a grudge against the bell tower and the board.
And somebody who had access.
I don't think it was the second architect, the junior architect.
Any engineers?
I would imagine anybody that worked on this tower had access, and from what it sounds like, that was probably a lot of people.
Are they all good with mechanics?
Like I said, any engineers?
So, just basing it on what you all heard before, the engineers that would have been attached to this project would have been Haitian Van Dyne and Bodie Crane.
Okay,
Haitian Van Dyne and Bodie Crane,
so the two architects.
who are
One
And
is
would we
dead.
know what they look like?
so one of those two is dead. Do we know the whereabouts of the other?
He's the guy who just threw up, isn't he?
Yep.
So the guy with access, technical know-how. Interesting.
Was that here?
No, that was
Sounds like
me.
a Discord.
Yeah,
The
that's
whole,
right.
the whole town does not seem to like this guy at this point. The question is, was this before the first death or after? Let's go talk to the dead guy's family.
Is there anything left to investigate around here?
You
Of
don't
interest inside the clock tower?
you don't see anything really that would speak out to you. It's like if you all were all more mechanically minded, you'd be like, "Oh, that." But
It's a clock.
yeah, it's got big gears, it got
Mhm.
counterweights. Somebody's got to
enough.
wind it up.
Cool.
That was a big hint for the big gears.
Big gears.
So you all descend the tower, past the gory corpses. Bodhi is like slumped against a wall, patting his head.
I look at the group and I say, "So what did you guys find?"
So we found two other dead bodies, one halfway up, one all the way up. There's another one attached to the mechanism with the hammer that was crushing it. All three of the bodies seem to be have in common that they were brutally beaten and are unrecognizable at this point. There was only two people we could think of that would have the engineering know-how to be able to do this. One of those people is dead, so we believe it's might be the other guy. We're not sure. We're
No,
gonna have
that's
to do a
this
little bit
guy
more.
right here who threw up.
He waves a handkerchief.
Do I believe that he's like legitimately sick from seeing everything, or do I feel like he's putting on an act?
That vomit was real.
Well, I know the vomit's real, but anybody can fake themselves to vomit without putting things down their throat. You just gotta flex the right muscles to do it.
Are you asking for an insight check?
That's what I'm asking. Is if
Yes,
they'll let me
yes.
do a check. Okay.
Yes, you can do that. Sorry, I didn't understand.
No, you're fine. All right, let's see here. Insight. Here we go. Not bad. Not bad. 22.
He looks to be genuine.
Okay.
Well, I look at you three, and I said, well, so if it wasn't this guy, then who do you think else did it? Who has intricate knowledge of this tower?
The Lord?
The workers.
No, I don't think he would do it.
Maybe he built this whole clock for this very purpose.
I want to
Maybe
look
he's
at
insane.
the what did we call a minor engineer?
Junior.
Voted.
Junior engineer. Let's
Yeah.
say, what is needed for this clock to run?
Well, there's you see the counterweight system. That's where we store the energy to turn the gears. Then it's like it has to be wound every week or so. It's like
So it has to be wound.
yes, it takes quite a bit of strength. Not it would take the strong man to do it.
Who's
So
that?
so Rubina Avaris, go find out who this strong person is. If somebody's beating somebody, bludgeoning them to death, it has to be somebody strong, not some weakling.
Well, if you're tied up, it's pretty easy for anyone to bludgeon someone to death.
Not to this extent.
If you have a big enough hammer.
Make one more insight check
Who?
as you all are talking about bludgeoning people to death.
Who's supposed to take it?
Anyone who cares.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. You said insight?
Uh-huh.
Shit, what's my
I
insight?
got 11 that time.
Insight.
A 9, an 11,
12.
a 12.
Find that 20.
So, Simon, also with how visceral these attacks were. This was someone who had uncontrolled anger. It's like this is somebody who is in the throes of passion attacking these people.
It's like a barbarian rage was taken out on them.
Somebody was really into it when they were beating the shit out of this guy.
So, junior engineer,
Buddy.
who's the one that cranks this thing?
Well, it's most of the time it's a team of two. Only a few people can crank it by themselves. Haitian was able to do it. It's like the strong man I saw in the park. He could do it. Tyrol, he's the strongest in town that I'm aware. Now that Haitian's gone.
It was obviously Otto.
So have your guards get all those people and bring them here.
It's not gonna be Otto.
I just got here.
He was drinking with us last night.
Yeah, you're his alibi.
So I look at the Lord and I tell him to get to bring all those people here.
It's just Thyrol at that point, isn't it?
No, I thought there was two.
Otto, who's the strong man from the circus troupe that you all met in the other
Right.
Halloween one shot.
But I thought there was two others then.
A
Besides
dead
him.
guy.
Oh,
Yeah, they never found anything but his legs.
okay. Well, if there's only one, I guess we as a group will go visit him.
It's obviously the dead guy. He's created himself. He's either like hobbling around or created himself a mechanical pair of legs
Elaborate suicide.
in a murderous rage, killing everybody and anybody.
It's all just a really elaborate suicide.
Sorry if I ruined it.
All right, you go to find Tyrell.
we, we need one of the guards to lead us to his where he should be.
Yeah. Well, a guard leads you to Tyrell's house. He knocks on the door. There's no answer. The guard goes in, and then you see his head be caved in by a large object swinging in from the right side.
It very well may be Thyral. Simon, we might need you to check for traps.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Do we really need to?
As you see, as you say, I'm sure it'll be fine. A large figure making tip tap sounds as he runs pushes past you, and you all turn to catch him, and he, as you see him leap over the neighboring house.
That's not normal.
He leaped over a house.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
You saw him do a half jump. His feet landed with a distinct click and then a release. As he,
Okay. I think we found the man missing legs owner.
Maybe he's been bitten by a spider recently.
Some gears in those legs.
so
Can we go ahead and do a
Yes,
chase?
we will pursue.
yes, you will pursue. And Laura, God damn it, you got it.
You said it. I'm so sorry. I was like, oh, this can't be it. And I said it. I was like, this is it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good.
You kept saying like they didn't find anything else, just his legs. I'm like, oh,
Hintity hint hint. I wanted you to get it.
but not like that.
You pay attention, Laura. It's a good thing.
If it helps, I still don't get the reference.
Oh, well, I was referencing Spider-Man, but I accidentally ruined Logan's whole plot.
No. You didn't ruin it.
Okay.
Honestly, it's good. Now let's just get to the fun boss fight part.
Does this
I
mean
was thinking
Thyral is also
Superman.
dead?
Huh?
Does this mean Thyral is also dead?
You look in there and there's a bludgeoned corpse.
There it is.
All right. Yeah, sorry.
I'll be honest with you. When you made the clicking sound, I was thinking of Spring Hill Jack.
Yes.
Wow.
You got it.
What's that?
Don't know.
What,
who's
Spring
that.
Hill Jack?
No, don't know what that is.
Spring Hill Jack is a Victorian era demon assault person, who he would attack people and then run away using spring-heeled shoes. He evaded capture that way.
Wait, is this a real thing?
Yeah.
It's a real myth.
Wow. How do you
Yeah.
know this?
I watched Jackie Chan Adventures. I always thought the episode featuring
Okay.
Spring Hill Jack was cool, so I looked that up.
I watched those. Wow. That very clearly was erased from my memory.
I'm just a very big fan of ancient mythologies and legends and what's it called? Local lores.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of like Weird America?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So let's get on to the boss fight as you all chase him across town. He is leaping, springing over buildings. He's headed for the clock tower.
I did it.
Interesting.
Dashing, dashing, dashing.
Dashing. Everybody's dashing. This guy is leaping over large and small buildings.
All right, so I feel like we need to have, with our Halloween group, we should also have a Christmas group. I actually
someone-
got some really nice stats for Killer Snowmen.
Can someone just shoot this man?
I was about to say I would like to take aim with my crossbow
Okay,
and shoot.
shoot. I'll let everyone get a shot off.
All right, sure.
Oh, I even need
If
to
he's
shoot.
within range. Man, that sucked. All right, 18.
18 hits.
What crap? 16.
Misses.
Okay.
9 points of piercing damage with a longbow.
All right, thank you.
And I get 2 attacks in a round, so would I get a second attack in this?
Go for it.
Okay.
Did I just teleport over there to the roof?
That's a natural 1.
I won't be mean and say your bow breaks.
I appreciate it because it's the only one I got.
You fall off the roof.
Okay, so
How far away is he?
so just because of our time issue, cinematically, you all are chasing this man across town. He is you see him leaping. It's like his feet will land, you'll hear a distinct click, and he'll spring forward. And then his other leg will continue the same process. As you're running along, you see those distinct holes and gouges in the rock as you do this. You chase him up to the clock tower.
Okay, but everybody was taking shots at him.
Yeah, everybody gets a shot at him.
Okay, well, I need to know the distance for my shot.
How close do you need to be?
Will 120 work?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern on him.
Okay. All right, what do I have to roll for a save?
15 Wisdom.
Okay. Good thing he's got a bonus. Yeah, he rolled a nat 17.
All right.
All right. So, as you chase him up to the clock tower, he stops and turns around on a large spinning gear. As he turns to look at you all, because he was running away so quickly, you weren't able to get a good look at him. It seems everything below his knee has been replaced with mechanical apparatus. You see a spring and a spike attached to the bottom of it. In his right hand, he has a large, what looks to be like a wrench type device, and on his left there, he is carrying a dagger. His head is partially covered in metal plates, and you can see like the smallest gears clicking. It's just like, they didn't listen. There was too dangerous.
It's not that dangerous.
All right, and
I'm
we're
going to
gonna
attempt to communicate and say, so what happened?
they that fat oaf. He didn't care. He just wanted to cut corners. It's like, he will ruin this town. I must stop it. I must stop the fest. I must stop.
You seem to have some issues there, buddy.
Why didn't you kill the Lord?
He looks at you with wild eyes. He's next. But now for you.
Wait,
And
what do we do?
Roll initiative.
There we go.
To be fair, you shot at him.
We did.
There is no proof of that. That arrow could have came from anywhere.
8.
Unnatural 20. So dirty 20.
Nice.
A natural one.
15.
All right. So, yeah, but what's a natural one with modifiers? 5?
5.
Okay, yeah, you're still going last. All right. So, so what you all hear while you're in this place is the massive click, clock, click, clock, click, clock of the moving gears as things are sliding and catching, sliding and catching, sliding and catching. He leaps forward towards you as he goes first in this initiative. Let's see, how well does he move? Oh yeah, he can get there. Who does he want first? He has no rhyme or reason.
What the?
He leaps towards Robina, and you see him like he swings forth wildly, both with his wrench and then his dagger.
Is a hyena up here?
Yes, the hiney is up here. I'm sorry, I forgot to put her in there.
Yeah.
Here, vampire spawn. Because I don't have a hyena token. Boink. All right. The wrench misses, but as he stabs forward with his dagger, does a 12 plus. What is his pluses? Sorry, I gotta pull up the sheet.
No worries.
It's plus 8. So does a dirty 20 hit?
It does.
Okay. All right. I need 1, 2. Somebody playing a video game. Robina. Oh, that's low.
Good. Forgot to give you paperwork.
You take 17 points of piercing damage from his knife. He leans backwards, and you hear the click of his boots again as he leaps away. As he leaps up, let's see, that was 20 feet. He can move up to the side here. As he is standing on top of on the side gear as it continues to spin. Now, after his turn, everything moves as the clocks spin. Advaris, it is now your turn.
Alrighty. First thing I'm doing is I'm going to cast Summon Beast, and I'm going for Element Air.
Oh boy.
You want me to just go ahead and explain to you what it does? Okay.
I know what it is.
I'm giving you more tokens.
Yeah.
All right.
Yay!
This economy is in shambles.
Action economy, go brr.
See here. Trying to figure out if it gets a turn the moment I summon it, and I think it does. Combat creature shares my initiative count and takes its turn immediately after mine. All right, cool. So I'll go ahead and have the air elemental. It has a fly speed of
What's the spell called again?
Summon Beast.
Oh, beast. Okay.
Yep. It has a fly speed of 60 feet.
Uh-huh.
So if it can make it, it's going to make it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna fly right over to him.
Yep, it's going to do just that. And then just to go ahead and get this out of the way. Which one is the hyena?
The vampire spawn.
Okay. Let's see if he can move. He has a running speed of 50 feet, so he's going to go right there.
Well, your hyena though, your air beast has no problem getting over there, but as the gear it's hard to say, but that's why I put the base side here. This one's at a 90-degree angle. Sorry.
So is there a gap here that he couldn't jump across?
No, hold on. Let me draw it.
I think what he says is we are on the base of a spinning wheel.
like that.
Okay. I don't think I fully get it,
Spinning
but basically it just sounds like he's not going to make it over.
So like you all are right here, right?
Yeah.
And he has latched himself onto a gear that is standing like that.
Okay.
So he's like up here,
In other words, he can't climb the side.
right?
Gotcha. All right. Well, then I'm going to have Mahina move to the center of this gear.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, I should give you guys names, not names,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. Sorry.
Control.
Yeah. All right, that's done. Sorry about that. I always forget that.
it's all good.
All right.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the attack for the air beast then.
Uh huh.
And let's see here. It's going to do a maul.
Uh huh.
And its 2 hit is going to be my spell modifier, which is not very good. That's a 4.
The bird just flaps angrily around.
Yeah, I should have looked better into that spell before I chose it.
Okay,
All
everybody
right.
should be able to move their stuff.
And that's it for my turn.
Now it is Vol's turn.
Okay, he will go ahead and stay there. However, he will cast Phantasmal Force.
Oh wait, okay. Let me remember to move everybody.
I have moved.
Yep.
So,
And-
in his Phantasmal Force, he will create the illusion that the beast thing is somehow being caught between gears that are going to crush him.
for the air beast.
No, the thing we're attacking him.
Oh yeah,
Baby.
Van Dyne. Okay, so what do I have to save for that?
That is an intelligence of 15.
Oh, so he's good at those. But I did roll low. Yep, I only got a 14. Damn it.
Okay. So the damage is low. Oh, the damage is really low. He only takes 1 damage, but he actively thinks he's being crushed in between gears.
Ugh. So 1 point.
1 point of damage, but he is so convinced that he's being ground up into the gears that he got that 1 point.
Ah!
Psychic damage. It's 1 point, my dude. It's like he stubbed his finger on a gear.
It's now Rubina's turn. He is continuing to scream.
Ouch.
Well, I mean, like, this is a bad memory for him. He got his legs crushed off.
Yeah, it was a very bad memory. I am going to shoot
You
him.
didn't move us.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Diane, I need you to allow me. I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Sorry, Diane. I apologize.
Roll. It's okay.
I guess I need
Nobody
to roll for
moving
that.
closer to me. Why am I the? why is
Oh,
nobody moving?
that one.
Oh. What was your question, Eric?
Nobody's moving.
We have been moving, though.
Yes, the thing's turning, but no one's walking.
No, wait. Oh, wait. I did this wrong. They should be returning the other way. He should be over here, actually.
Why move when it's eventually gonna get me over there?
Now it is actually Simon's turn.
Finally.
Oh, I use my bonus action to reload my crossbow.
Okie doke.
Mm. Mm. Who's this again?
That's an air beast.
That's controlled by you, Chris.
Me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically a spectral hawk.
Okay. I guess I hop over here.
All right, so you hop onto the base of it. You're gonna try and climb it.
How much of a climb is it? How high is it?
Well, you're gonna have to move up this massive gear. Whoopsie.
I don't think I have a movement then.
It's gonna be double your movement. That's what climb speed is.
I've only got like 5 feet left,
Ah,
so I don't know if that would get me there. I don't think so.
okay.
Let's just go here.
Okay. All right. Everybody moves. Then you move back over there.
That's why I did it.
Yeah. Question is, does he attack the bird? Does he care about the bird? No, actually, he thinks he's getting crushed in the position that he is in, right? Do I make a save on that?
It does. Let's see. Phantasmal force. Let's see.
Because like if it's at the beginning or the end of my turn will determine what he does.
Each round. Oh, so okay. So each round on my turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage. If it is the phantasm's error or within 5 feet, provided the illusion is a creature, the target. You know, it really doesn't say, but it is a concentration spell up to 1 minute.
I think if he moves away from it, it stops affecting him, right?
Well, it is a 10 feet cube, perceivable only to the target.
I would say that he's not going to want to be crushed, so he's going to intentionally move away. And Simon is the closest, so he's going to boing down here. Boink.
Because he leaves my
Mhm.
air beast area, can he go and do an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
All right, let me go and pull his stat block up.
And he's going to roll on Simon. Does a modified 21.
Yes.
16 to hit.
Yeah. Now Simon, in this wild flailing of things, it's going to be very hard for you to do a counterattack.
What's it very hard to do a counterattack? What do you mean by that?
The erratic way that he's moving around, it's hard for you to get a hit on.
The DC will be raised.
Did 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Okay.
And Simon, since you are so close to him, you can see really where like all of these attachments to him are obviously like a bit infected, not taking well. It looks like the spring legs are bolted into his bones, and there's a bit of pus and inflamed skin at the points of contact.
That's just gross.
So as he stabs you for 20 points of damage.
Half that. Because rogue.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Let's see. He doesn't want to get there. It's like he was 20 feet, so he gets another. Why not? He's gonna leap away. He's gonna leap away from Simon and land right next to. Right.
So no opportunity.
Not after he attacked you.
Oh.
All right, then everyone takes a spin. And then it is Advaris' turn.
All right. You can go ahead and get rid of this aerial beast. I'm not going to use it anymore.
You're not going to concentrate?
Nah, because out of game, that last attack was a natural 15, and it only gets a +1 to the attack modifier. And I know I hit with an 18, so if I assume that 18 is the lowest number I could hit with, I literally have about a 2 I can't do math. Whatever the percentage of rolling an 18, 19, or 20 is on a d20, which is still very low. So there's
17.
not really a point of me keeping that beast.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cast Hail of Thorns instead, and that's also concentration until I land a hit.
Okay. All right, take your shot.
I have, let me double check one thing. I think I actually get a total of 3 attacks in a round.
How?
I'm double checking. That's what I said.
Unless you're attacking as a bonus action somehow. Rangers only get 2 attacks on their attack action.
Can attack twice whenever I take the attack action. Okay. So only 2 so far.
Yep.
All right. Not a biggie. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the attack. All right. So first attack
Next is all.
is a natural 20.
Nice.
So that immediately is going to use up the. So does. The natural 20 would only apply to the natural damage dice, right? It's not going to apply to the extra dice I get because of that spell.
I would say it would.
Okay.
Because kind of like how smite damage gets critted is, I'm going to say that. Well, hold on. What's it called? Hail of Thorns?
Yeah. Basically, I cast a spell, and then the next time I land a hit, it deals some more damage.
Oh, Hail of Thorns affects all creatures in an area. It's an AoE.
Let's see. Well, each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw.
Right. Okay, so that would include Vol and Advaris. So, all right. So roll your damage. I'm still looking up. If you can crit on Hail of Thorns. According to Mike Merles, yes.
All right, cool. So I will go ahead and so he needs to make his dexterity saving throw first.
That's cocked. That wasn't good. What does he have to pass?
13.
13. Oh, hallelujah. It seems that he's he just barely manages to pass, which is half, right?
Just on the thorn damage.
Right.
So he'll still take double with the arrow. So let me go and roll the arrow first. That is 17 damage from the arrow alone.
Nice.
And 9 damage considering the fact that he passed from the thorns.
Okay. Now I need Vol and Advaris to make saving throws.
I just made my saving throw and I rolled a 15.
Okay. What about Vol?
A dirty 20.
Okay, so you both pass. So you take the 9 damage. Okay. At the end of
Hold on 1 second. I still got my hyena.
hyena.
And if my hyena gets here, would that put my hyena in range to attack him?
Yeah, that'd be close enough.
All right, cool. Let's go and get the hyena out there. And it has advantage on this attack because it's right next to me.
Pack tactics.
And that's going to be
Next up is Vol.
19 to hit.
Hits.
All right. And now we roll the damage. And that is 2 damage. Piercing.
Okay. All right. At the end of the turn, everybody moves. Boop. 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 And Vol's turn, followed by Rubina.
Oh crap! I forgot we moved, so now I'm not close enough to use my rapiers. Okay, so
That's
in
why
that
you
case,
move.
You could chase him down.
No, I don't chase people. However, I will then try with a hideous laughter.
Okay. What do I have to save?
Wisdom 15.
Rolled a 16 plus 2.
Damn.
18.
I gotta stop doing. Most of my saves are against wisdom. Since that's
Gotta diversify.
since that's done, I am going to go ahead and move me 30 feet more into the center.
You want to go straight center?
Yeah, so I'm not moving a whole lot.
Yeah. Okay. All right. At the end of the turn, everybody moves. Oh, yeah. I forgot to move Meepo last time. So he moved twice. And then he moves here. All right. Now it's Rubina's turn, followed by Simon.
Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Cinematically, he, every time you get a beat on him, he leaps and then, like, to land right beside you, stab, and leaps away.
Okay, if I go here, I'm
Uh-huh.
only 10 feet away from him, right?
Yep. You're going to try and whip him?
Yeet.
All right. Whip it. Whip it
Whip
good.
it good. All right, so I'm gonna whip him.
Move forward.
I moved. Oh, that's
Move
good.
forward. Get straight.
22.
22. That hits.
Okay. So that's 5 points of damage.
That's a hit. Or, yeah.
And then I have crossbow expert attack. So 5, 10. Gonna back up to here. And I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Shoot him with that crossbow.
Yeet. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
– 11 points of damage.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Simon.
Okay. 5, 15, 20.
Oh, wait. I forgot to move everybody. So just give yourself another 5 feet.
Okay. I'll just go here.
Okay.
Hey, Logan, I just realized I only did one attack that last turn.
Oh, oops.
No, we got all excited because of the natural 20.
Yeah, but you did a spell, right?
The spell was prior to, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was. No, wait. Didn't you say you dropped it for Hail of Thorns? Is Hail of Thorns an action or a bonus action?
Let me double check. Because I'm going to be honest with you, my brain is fried, so I don't even remember what I did last turn now. Like, I think I casted Hell of Thorns 2 turns ago.
No, that was just last turn.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah. You should have been able to get one more attack on, but we'll remember that for next time. What is
Alright.
Simon doing?
Simon can't really do anything.
Okay. Who's he gonna hit? Eric, evens or odds?
Evens.
All right. Let's see. Everybody moves. Let's see. You see Jack, he digs into clock and he's just gonna go by pure instinct. He's gonna go for Rubina. Boing. He's gonna stab. Uh-oh, natural 20. He seems to be putting a lot of hate behind this one. Do you want me to roll more dice or do you want me to double?
Roll more dice. I'm also kind of concerned that I never actually upped my health.
Uh-oh. All right.
What are y'all's health?
At maximum, I'm at 64.
Okay, I didn't up my
Max,
health.
I'm at 28. At 38.
I'm at 45.
Okay, I don't know if I did or not, but we're just gonna roll with it.
Take 26 points of piercing damage.
I don't like that.
Yeah. And he is going to spring away. Boing.
Urbana's not looking so hot, guys.
Yep, she's got a stab wound to her gut and to her shoulder.
It's okay. She's a brawler. She's used
Dang.
to it.
All right. Advaris, it's your turn.
Alright, seeing my pal struggling, I will go ahead and let's see, what would be the best one to do? Let's go ahead and we'll try this out first. I'm going to go ahead and cast Healing Spirit.
Oh,
if I can
boy.
get the back. So, Laura, a transparent. If you want to put it in the background, that may be a good idea for that token.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to move it to the back. But, Laura, a transparent hyena appears next to you and begins licking your wounds. And for those who don't know, anytime you enter the area with the healing spirit or you start your turn in its area, you will heal 1d6 worth of damage.
Oh, cool. Does that mean I've technically entered?
That is going to be DM's discretion.
Describe it one more time.
So basically, whenever a one of my allies enters the area or starts their turn in the area with the healing spirit, they will heal 1d6 worth of damage. So technically, because I casted the spell in her area, well, that technically means she entered it for the first time. Or will she have to wait until the start of her next turn to take advantage of the healing spirit's healing ability?
I think it's going to be she's going to have to wait to the start of her turn. Because like both of them imply that it is the character moving into the area.
Yeah. And then after that, because that did take an action, I believe. No, that's a bonus action. Sweet. Love ranger spells. I'm going to get my 2 attacks now.
Yeah.
First one is a 23.
Hits.
All right, I'm just going to roll my second one because I'm not going to forget it this time. That is a 26.
Hits.
All right. Let's do this. That's a 3. How much do I add? First one is 8 damage. That's a total of 18 damage.
Nice.
Then I'm going to have my hyena move up here where I can try and defend all 3 of us. And I'm going to tell it to take the... Let's see, what actions can I give it besides just attacking?
You can probably tell it to take the dodge action.
Would it be able to take a help action? What all does that entitle?
Basically, you grant advantage on the next actions. Like the help action, for example, I want to lift this thing. I will help by also lifting that. The first
Yeah.
person gets advantage.
But that's not going to help with attacks, though, is it?
It will. If you say that you got to specify that. When you're gonna, yeah, it could work. Just say you're gonna take the help action.
Yeah, I'll take the help action for whoever would be attacking next.
Okay.
I'm going to give them advantage.
Okay. All right. After Advaris, it will be Vol, and everybody's gonna move. Does the
Would
Is-
my healing spirit move with it?
I will be nice and say yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I was wondering.
Okay, and it's Vol's turn.
Okay, the healing spirit is that with how close do you have to be?
You have to be within its space, and it only has a 5-foot space. However, it says when you enter it, it doesn't say you have to stay in it. So all you have to do is just run through it, and you can still receive its benefit.
Okay, but Rubina is currently on it.
Yes, but I mean, I believe
You
we
can
can
run through me.
run through each other.
You can.
Yeah.
So you can still run through that space and receive its benefit.
Okay, well, that's what I'll do. I'll run
Okay.
through and then back up to there.
So that will give you 6 points of healing.
What is your spellcasting modifier?
Mine?
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. 1.
Okay, so you got one more charge on your healing spirit.
Yep.
All right, what does Vol do? And then it's
Okay.
followed by Rubina.
All right, so he did that. And since he can't do wisdom, and he's that far away. He's within 60, correct?
Yeah. Should be.
Should we do that or should we do that?
You should do that.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Thank you.
I will cast blindness on him.
I rolled a 16. What do I need to add?
15. You just
Okay.
need to start rolling lower.
I do for my damage. It's like,
Well, that doesn't help when almost everything I have is a save for him.
all right.
The only thing that's hit so far has been Phantasmal Force Intelligence, and that was 1 point of damage.
Yeah, I did roll low on that one. Is that your turn?
Yes,
Okay.
because I really don't have any bonus actions or anything.
All right, now it's Rubina's turn.
All right, I'm gonna take that 1d6.
All right.
Do I roll it or do you roll it?
I roll it, and I'm sorry, that's a 1.
What do I add anything? Do you add anything?
No, it's just a straight D6 roll. I got both ends of the spectrum for its duration. Ian got a 6, you get a 1.
Ian, I blame you.
Okay.
Okay, I do have other healing spells that I can use. I was just hoping that one might be a little bit more useful.
That's okay. I have other healing spells too.
Yeah. We'll get you pumped up.
What we need to do is get him right next to me.
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna
Uh,
shoot him.
You can go ahead and remove that token, Logan, because of the fact that it only had 2 charges.
I use my bonus action to reload and I shoot him.
All right, shoot.
Ugh. 14 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope, it plink off the gear where he was a second ago.
All right. I'll just hang out then.
Okay. All right, Simon, it's your turn.
Let's just stand in the middle.
Okay. All right, everybody moves. Everybody moves except for those two. All right, who is closest? Do.
That's what the measure tool is for.
Yep, 40, 45. It's going to be Rubina. Hop. All right. At 25.
Yeah, 25 hits. Is it over 11?
It is over 11.
I'm down.
Okay, and let's see how much he moved there. And he springs back to here. All right, now it's Advaris' turn.
All right, let's see here. All right, I can get there. So I'm going to move here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go ahead and move my hyena here.
Mm-hmm.
Hyena is going to be given the command to defend. It's just going to take the dodge action. And I'm going to lay Cure Wounds on Laura.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be a D8. That is 2 points of healing.
I'm up.
2 points is better than down.
I am sorry. I don't know why I keep rolling ones on my healing actions.
It's okay. The trouble with something is I don't have healing items.
Ooh, I didn't think to look at that. Let me check my inventory.
Val, it is your turn.
Okay.
Next is Rubina.
Oh.
I'm gonna look something up real
Nope.
quick here.
I hope you have a better healing spell because she needs something.
All right, we're gonna try something. So she's up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
Kinda.
goes. She goes next.
Yeah.
Okay. I look at Rubina and I say, all right, it's time to do what we talked about. And I am going to use polymorph. And can I turn her? How big of a creature can I turn her into?
CR7. And I think you give me something you would have reasonably seen before.
A giant ape.
Where would you have seen a giant ape? Just give me some BS backstory and I'll allow it.
You remembered watching a puppet theater about this ape that was moved into a big city that climbed a giant clock tower
It has to
with
be
a
a
woman in its hand.
Ape strong.
Well, because I've traveled the world, and in the jungles, I've seen these giant apes.
All right, that's good enough.
He
So-
played an ape in a play.
So yeah, I turn Rubina into a giant ape.
Let me go look up some giant ape stats.
Here,
For
you can
one,
be a frog.
you have 157 hit points.
Well, that's nice.
You
You're a
said,
large creature, right?
Probably.
Huge beast.
Oh,
And you do have a rock ranged attack with a +9 to hit. And 7d6 plus 6 of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna see if I can look it up because I'm not gonna.
It's a froggy-looking ape.
yeah. I don't have apes in my repertoire right now.
Here we go. Giant ape. Armor class 12, 157, 40 feet, climb 40 feet, multi attack fist rock. Rock.
Do you just want to pull a rock out from the wall?
Well,
Is it
we
my
are in a
turn?
clock tower. Now your intelligence score is not that great, but
Holy crap, I'm massive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna move myself here-ish to just kind of indicate where my giant frog is. Because I don't have control of my frog.
Oh, let me change that. You are
There we
now
are.
the frog.
Yeah, we'll put him here-ish. That feels right. Why
Uh-huh.
not? And I will do multi-attack. I get to make 2 fist attacks.
Oh, it's a metaphor.
All right, a 15 doesn't hit.
No. Well, what was the second attack?
25.
That definitely hits. Guys, it's a metaphor. Technology and nature.
Ape strong.
I feel like the appropriate person for this to be happening to. 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Whew. Okay. That's it's quite a bit. That looks like it hurt him quite a lot.
is that just the first of the fist attacks?
I missed with 1.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Your first one was new to your apishness.
Yeah. Everything rotates, not in the way that he wants it to rotate.
Get over here.
All right, now it is Simon's turn.
Simon is awestruck that his friend just turned into an ape.
20. I guess I make an attack roll.
Attack.
Have the right modifier here. Trying to find my modifier. Does a 19 hit?
It does.
$25 damage.
See, we just needed a little time to ramp up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Stupid spinning gears. Oh, she's back to normal. Oh,
Now we got the real ape.
Yeah. You ever watch Mighty Joe Young?
Yep.
All right, what does Simon do?
bonus action disengage.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, everybody moves. All right. Now it's Jack's turn.
Jack didn't move.
Oh, right. Well,
Hello there.
yeah, he's gonna just stab me, Simon, with a 23.
He would hit.
7, 17 damage.
Rounded down. That's what?
For
7,
what?
9 damage? 8 damage?
Yeah. He's gonna try and leap away.
But he's got a big ape in the way.
Uh-huh. That is correct.
Wait, oh,
Ape strong.
Does Ape do anything?
not really.
Not really. Okay.
Ape has opportunity.
Oh, nice.
Laura,
Laura,
I'm so sorry.
ape of opportunity.
Ah, I'm a hit it.
Okay.
I apologize. We're doing a thing for work. I have a special program on Sunday.
No worries.
Understandable.
Does a 16 hit?
No.
All right, then we're fine. All of that.
All right,
Yeah.
Advaris, it's your turn.
So with
All
a
right.
+9 to hit, you still missed, huh?
I rolled a 7.
impressive.
Bonus action, I am casting Hell of Thorns at 2nd level.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 attacks. First attack is a 16.
Misses.
That figures. Second attack is a 25.
That hits.
So that's going to be 2d10 plus a d8.
Let's make his dex save. What is he needed for the dex save?
13.
He passes with a 16.
Bummer.
He's looking pretty bad. That 8 hit really fucked him up. It's like you kind of crushed one of his legs, and then Simon came and like hacked at a bolt that was on his other leg.
Yeah.
So it looks like his mobility is a bit hindered.
Well, I rolled pretty low, so he's going to take 5 damage just from the arrow.
Uh-huh.
And then he takes 5, so divided by 2, rounded down, so 2 damage from the thorns.
It looks like those thorns really didn't do much besides like gum up with his mechanical bits. He's looks like he's having trouble moving. It's Val's turn.
All right. Since this is all I really have, since he's so far away, Dissonant Whispers. I will
Go ahead,
sing
Rex.
a little song.
What kind of save is that?
Wisdom.
He got a 7 total.
It's 15. So finally he rolled low enough.
Yep.
All right, and that is 13 damage.
What music do you use?
I don't know. It's a whisper so that only he can hear it.
So you're saying your lips are moving. People couldn't hear you over the click clock of the tower, but you see him like grab at the sides of his head and start no, and he starts pulling and like he starts pulling out like some of the exposed gears and like you see him ripping and like that metal plate that was on top of his head. He rips it off and you see bits of gray matter coming out with it. No, and he rolls and he starts to spasm on the ground and you see him get stuck in one of the gear spurs as it rotates around, and you all watch him as he gets crushed completely. The only part not in the gears are his metal legs. And he's dead.
I think we're owed our contract payment.
Yeah, we ran a bit late, so
Is it
And
8
Laura's a
p.m.
big
yet?
ape.
yeah.
I remind you about the contract. 8 p.m.
I expect payment without performance at this point.
Perform. 8 p.m. What
So
time is it?
So
There
is indeed a you all exit the tower. The issue of the crazed murderer of the tower has been solved. Uh, there's not much of a festival anymore. No one really wants to go.
Doesn't matter. Perform. I want my money.
Well, the junior architect through bits of gives you the agreed upon gold.
I tell him I want double.
Make a persuasion check
How come we're not getting it from the Lord?
because the Lord is nowhere to be seen right now. He appears to be hiding.
25.
25.
Yep. When you have a plus 10 to persuasion,
He says, very well. And he gives you a double amount, 200 gold.
All right,
should have
Ian.
gone for
Split that up.
triple. You're still an ape, so, you know.
For the next
no
hour.
Split that up for us.
say.
But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this Halloween-esque
I did.
night. Yeah, I was trying to go for more of a serial killer Friday the 13th kind of vibe, just the real focus be on the gory kills. I've been watching a lot of Deadbeat recently.
I like that show.
Okay, I'm adding 50 to my gold.
I don't know what gold I have.
Wow, I never thought I'd be able to polymorph somebody.
I enjoyed that immensely.
Yeah,
Sounds
Polymorph turn
great.
into a permanent ape.
a real metaphor there. You know, he's this abomination of metal and clockwork, and here comes a giant ape, just smash.
Ape.
Well, it's getting late, and I got a busy day tomorrow. So you guys have a great night. It was a
Yeah,
lot of fun, and I look forward to resuming with our normal group next week.
me too.